Sean Diddy Combs, the once untouchable titan of hip-hop whose empire spanned music, fashion, and nightlife, has ignited another chapter in his turbulent legal saga with a bold challenge to his latest courtroom defeat. Fresh off a conviction tied to federal prostitution charges, the mogul's legal squad has lodged a formal notice of appeal, a two-page document that signals their unyielding fight against both the guilty verdict and the accompanying prison term. This move, filed in the hallowed halls of Manhattan Federal Court, underscores Combs' refusal to fade quietly, even as he navigates the stark confines of incarceration. The backdrop to this appeal is a sentencing that stunned the entertainment world. A 50-month incarceration mandate, effectively 4 years and change behind bars, handed down by Judge Arun Subramanian. This penalty came swiftly after Combs was found liable on 2 counts of transportation for purposes of prostitution, charges that painted a damning portrait of exploitation within his storied Bad Boy Records orbit. The trial, a media circus blending testimony from former associates, forensic evidence, and Combs' own evasive demeanor on the stand, culminated in acquittals on graver accusations like sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. Yet the prostitution conviction stuck, leading to not only the prison stretch but a hefty $500,000 fine that further dents his once billionaire facade. For a man synonymous with excess, yacht parties, white parties, the lavish MTV Video Music Awards afterbash, this fall from grace feels like a seismic shift in hip-hop's power structure. At the helm of this appellate charge is Alexandra Shapiro, Combs' steadfast attorney whose reputation for dissecting prosecutorial overreach precedes her. The notice, procured through outlets like Rolling Stone, is terse yet tantalizing. It flags the intent to contest every facet of the ruling without spilling the strategic beans. No elaborate arguments here, just a placeholder promising fireworks in the weeks ahead. Legal watchers anticipate a full brief within 4 to 6 weeks, a dense tome that will unpack the case's fault lines. Expect dissections of evidentiary admissibility, perhaps claims that witness testimonies were coerced or that federal overreach blurred lines between consensual adult activities and criminal enterprise. The brief will weave a narrative thread, a summary of pertinent facts, reframed through Combs' lens as a misunderstood innovator targeted by envious rivals and zealous investigators. Once submitted, the machinery of justice grinds onward to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, where a trio of jurists will convene to scrutinize the lower court's handiwork. This panel, known for its rigorous scrutiny of federal convictions, could pivot on technicalities. Was the jury instruction on prostitution's interstate elements crystal clear? Did the prosecution's narrative of Combs as a predatory puppeteer hold water against his defense of lifestyle libertinism? Appeals here aren't quick fixes. They can drag for months, even years, with oral arguments that dissect transcripts like surgeons wielding scalpels. For Combs, currently stewing at the Metropolitan Detention Center, a Brooklyn fortress notorious for its austere cells and high-profile tenants, this limbo is both torment and tactic, buying time to rally support from industry heavyweights and legal war chests. The detention center itself merits a sidebar in Combs' odyssey, a hulking edifice of concrete and steel where echoes of past inmates like R. Kelly and El Chapo linger. As of recent checks via the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Combs remains there, his days regimented by lockdowns, meager meals, and the hum of fluorescent lights. Reports from insiders paint a picture of adaptation, the former party king trading Armani for khakis, perhaps scribbling lyrics on legal pads or plotting comebacks via smuggled notes. Yet vulnerability peeks through, rumors of weight loss, reflective journal entries, a man confronting the solitude that his frenetic life once evaded. To contextualize this appeal, rewind to the trial's fever pitch. October 3's sentencing session was a tableau of fallen glory. Combs, clad in a tailored suit that strained against his frame, absorbing the judge's measured barbs on accountability. Subramanian, a jurist of unflinching poise, balanced the conviction's gravity with the acquittal's mercy, opting for 50 months over the prosecution's steeper ask. The fine, a $500,000 slap, targets not just punishment but forfeiture, symbolic restitution for the lives allegedly upended. Combs' response? Stoic silence in court, but whispers of fury in private, fueling the appeal's fire. This isn't Combs' first rodeo with the law. His dossier brims with skirmishes, from 1999 club shootouts to 2015 assault allegations, that he's spun into survivor lore. The prostitution charges, though, strike at his core. Allegations of ferrying individuals across state lines for illicit exchanges, woven into a tapestry of parties dubbed freak-offs by prosecutors. Witnesses, some ex-employees, some scorned lovers, testified to coerced participation, NDAs as gags and Combs as the orchestrating shadow. His defense countered with tales of consensual hedonism in an industry awash with blurred boundaries, painting the case as a witch hunt against black excellence. The appeal stakes ripple beyond Combs. Hip-hop, long a battleground for systemic biases, watches warily. Will this uphold convictions that critics decry as racially tinged, or vindicate a mogul whose innovations, from No Way Out to Ciroc vodka, reshaped culture? Allies like Jay-Z, who've navigated their own legal thickets, offer quiet counsel. Detractors revel in schadenfreude, seeing karma for decades of rumored ruthlessness. Financially, Combs' empire, Revolt TV, Sean John Apparel, ticks on under proxies, but streams dip, endorsements evaporate, a slow bleed that the appeal aims to staunch. Strategically, Shapiro's team eyes precedents. Overturned convictions on similar grounds, like insufficient nexus to interstate commerce and prostitution statutes. They may assail the sentence's length, arguing it disproportionately punishes a first-time federal offender with no prior violent record. Psychological evaluations could enter the fray, portraying Combs as reformed, primed for community service over solitary. Public opinion, fractured by #MeToo reckonings, sways the narrative. Supporters chant "Free Diddy," framing it as persecution. Skeptics demand full accountability. As the brief looms, Combs' inner circle buzzes with hypotheticals. A favorable ruling could slash time served, restore freedoms, reboot legacies. Unfavorable? Extensions, retrials, a deeper descent. In the MDC's gray dawn, Combs perhaps ponders his blueprint, from Harlem hustler to bad boy boss, sampling history into hits like "I'll Be Missing You." This appeal isn't closure, it's combat, a bid to rewrite the verdict's ink. For now, the hip-hop hamlet holds breath, awaiting the circuit's call.